right, workout number 6. How's it going today?
Good.
Everything good?
Oh yeah.
Soreness?
Nope.
Nope. Good.
Good to go.
Always like to check with everybody on a daily basis, you know. A lot of things outside of the gym that can affect how their mind frame's going, and it's really going to affect how they perform or how they train on a daily basis. So always good to check with your client. So today workout 6, lower body focused. All right. So with Ryan, focusing on pelvic rotation, external rotation, pelvic tilt, single leg balance. So we're gonna hit those hard, and we got some strength exercises at the end. And again, these exercises are for Ryan, but if you go down in the description, ULaunch Golf Fitness movement screen, download that for free, run yourself through it, send me the results. I send you exercises just for you. So workout number 6, lower body workout. Let's do it. All right, so the first exercise today is going to be a bit of a core and pelvic rotation exercise. So actually more of like a lower quarter rotation exercise because we're independently moving the lower body of the upper body. But this is like a standard pal-off press, so that's a core exercise where your arms are extended out in front of you. A lot of times we can do rotations with them, we can bring it in and out, but it's forcing you to tighten your core here and prevent from rotation, okay? So what he's gonna do is he's gonna bring this band out, straight out in front of him, and then what I want him to do now is, it's really causing stability there in his upper body, and now what I want him to do is do his pelvic rotations while holding that pal-off press there. So we're working his core, plus while it's stabilizing from the rotation, he's independently rotating his lower body. I'm working on those pelvic rotations that he had a little bit of issue with, and more of a sway. So good, what I'll do, he'll just do 10 each way, and then we'll flip around and do it the other side. So this is the pal-off press with pelvic rotation. All right. So the next exercise is a spinal segmentation exercise, all right? So this can help with his pelvic tilt, this can help with his core. What we're gonna do is he's gonna try and move each segment of his spine, each vertebrae independently, okay? It's very difficult, but it's something that we can work on, and it helps with all of our mobility. So what I want him to do is I want him to start way down here at his tailbone, all right? I want him to flex, yep, each one independently as we move up the chain. All right, very slowly, each one. So it's going to come all the way up the neck, and then he's going to reverse. He's going to start here, push, 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 extend each vertebrae one by one, all the way back. Good. And then again, cycle through it. He's going to go 5 times. He's going to do 2 sets of this today. 5 times each way. All right. All right, next exercise. So this one's called a pigeon rocker. All right, so a prone pigeon, working on kind of getting that glute stretch here on his left side. Some external rotation. So that's the primary focus of this. And so all I want him to do is get in that position. You don't have to get to totally 90 degrees. If you can't get to 90 degrees, bring your foot down a little bit. And all I want him to do is just rock into this position. All right, just rock back and forth. Loosening up that glute. Should feel a nice stretch when he's down in this position. All right, again, he's very hypermobile. I mean, you can see his back leg is like, you know, basically non-existent outside the back there. So, but one side is better than the other for him. So I just want to loosen up his glute a little bit with that external rotation, and then switch sides. We'll do 10 rocks back and forth, do 2 sets of this today. Sides here, these are just med ball reach ups, all right? So if you remember in part of his assessment, there was the core, assessing the core power, which was the sit up and throw test. So his core was lacking a bit in comparison to his upper body and lower body core, power. So we've been hitting his core, we're gonna continue to hit the core. This one, I'm just gonna have him bring that med ball back over his head. He's gonna bring it back up. He's gonna reach up and grab it. Then he's gonna go down himself, back up, come and grab it. Okay? So we're just gonna do 2 sets of 10 of this. This little core exercise, get that firing before we get into some of the strength work. Okay, one more core exercise before we get going on our strength exercises for the day. Obviously a lot of you, they're all strength exercises, but. All right, so this one's leg drops. All right, so we're gonna do single leg drops here. So pelvis in a neutral position here. It's gonna be a little bit rounded, right? He's got his legs totally up. Toes pointing down, good. Arms by the side, arms out, doesn't really matter. All I want him to do is tighten up that core, and he's gonna drop one leg at a time. Now, it's important, he doesn't have to get all the way down to the ground, all right? Once he starts feeling his lower back come up, start arching, that's it, that's his range of motion, okay? So we're gonna do 10 each side, each leg, 2 sets of this today. All right, next up, so glutes, we gotta pound the glutes, right? Had a little trouble with that single leg glute raise extension in the testing, and also obviously with some single leg balance. So gotta make sure those glutes are firing, glutes are strong. So this is a glute bridge with external rotation, which of course is one of his issues also. So lying on his back, arms out, arms by the side, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna bring his feet together for this one. Usually I'd go shoulder width for a standard glute raise. I want it together. He's using a little mini band here, is what we call these. Again, if you don't have resistance band, there's a link down in the description, best price you're gonna find. So these are just right above his knees here, all right? I want his spine in neutral, and what he's gonna do is he's going to bridge up, squeeze those glutes, and then push his knees out for external rotation. Back together and back down, all right? Set his pelvis, neutral position, bridge up, pull out, back, and back down, all right? He's gonna do 10 of these, 2 sets again today. All right, to the strength portion now. So today we're gonna work on some balance, and obviously work on the quads here and glutes. This is a single leg box squat, or sometimes called a pistol squat, all right? So ideally I want him as close to 90 degrees as possible here. He's maybe slightly higher than that. He's going to use one leg, left or right, and he's going to, I don't want him leaning too much. I want him really to focus on pushing into the ground, pushing through the ground to get himself up. So he's just gonna perform a squat here. I want ideally to keep a very nice neutral position, not sort of arch his way to getting up. You can easily add weight to this, resistance to this, kettlebell, dumbbell, or plate. He's going to do 3 sets today, 3 sets of 8 today on each leg. All right, so right from the pistol squat or the single leg box squat, we're going to do box jumps. All right, so this is all about getting extension. Okay, getting an extension in the hips. So I want him to, he's about shoulder width apart, bring his arms up, and as he brings them down and squats down, he's jumping up as high as he can. Good. You want to try and land as soft as possible on the box, but you also want to think about getting your hips extended fully. Good. So he's going to do 5 box jumps. And our third exercise, strength exercise for the day, is the physio ball leg curl. So working on the glutes and the hamstrings with this one. And obviously a little bit of stability there within the core. So all 3 of these exercises today, I'm gonna have him do sequentially. So he's gonna do the pistol squat, then he's gonna do the box jump, then he's gonna come here. He's gonna take a break after that, all right? So with this one, heels on the ball, arms out by the side, he's gonna bridge up, all right? You can see it wobble a little bit there with the physio ball. Then he's going to curl his heels into his butt. Now, a couple different ways to do this. And I'm fine with this way of just staying in that extended position and doing the curls. But if you have an issue with this, and again, I'm not prescribing this exercise to you per se, but let's start it where go back down, bridge up, curl, back, down. All right? It helps reset it. It gives you a little bit of a rest. It helps basically work on contracting that glute and then releasing it in a sense, right? Instead of always contracting it here at the top. Now, he has an issue with contracting his glutes independently. So for him, I actually would rather him bridge up, contract his glutes, curl, now back down, and then relax, okay? Because that's gonna force him to fire each time rather than just holding that contraction, okay? So either way works well, but it really just depends on kind of what your issues are. So this is the physio ball leg curl. He's gonna do 3 sets of 8 on it. All right, another one wrapped up. That's workout number 6, lower body workout. How'd it go?
Good.
Yeah?
Feel the pump.
Feel the pump, feel the glutes?
Oh yeah.
Good. So that's workout number 6. Again, these exercises are for RAINE, okay? They're prescribed for RAINE based upon his assessments. If you want one, go down in the description. Ton of information down there. Hit that subscribe button though, because we still have 12 more workouts left in our 30-day golf fitness transformation. We're gonna see what we can do in 30 days and 18 workouts to get his movement looking better as it's needed in his golf swing, right? Doesn't matter. It's not saying that, oh my God, if you can't, do pelvic rotations, you can't play golf. It's not what it says at all. However, if we can improve his pelvic rotation, if we can improve his pelvic tilt, I'm pretty sure we're going to improve his golf swing. Now, it doesn't mean that he doesn't need a golf coach. He definitely does need a golf coach. But you need to get the movement right. You get the movement right, you can create more speed, you can create more power, you can hit the ball further. All right? So, we'll see you next time.